Hey guys, happy whatever day this is. All the days seems to run together at some point, but happy day of 2025. I want to say today is Tuesday. So I just wanted to come to you guys and give you guys 5 books that were the top on my 2024 reading. I have more than 5 books that was on the top of my list for 2024. But today we're just going to talk about 5 of those books that I really did enjoy reading for the year of 2024. Let's get into it. If you're new here, my name is Yolanda. I am Yolanda's Books. And again, like I say on every video, we just enjoy books on this channel. I am a huge book reader. I love reading books. I love listening to audiobooks. I have actually gotten back into reading books off of my Kindle. So I am just into this KU deal, and I'm just completely loving it, y'all. First, I want to mention a book that I read in the month of I don't. I lied. I'm not going to talk about that book right now. I will talk about that book on a later video. So today I just want to give you guys a few of the books that I enjoyed in the year of 2024. These are not all the books that I enjoyed in the year 2024. I read 236 books. So of course there are a ton of books who could have made it to the top 5, 10, however many for the year of 2024. I just picked out a few of them that I wanted to talk about for just a little bit. So we're going to get started with this video, guys. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I would suggest you subscribe to my channel. We are here every Wednesday and Sunday, and we talk about books on this channel. I would like to cooperate lifestyle in this vlog, which I think for one of the last videos in 2024, I did do a little lifestyle vlog, which is like a day in the life with Yolanda's Books. I'm not quite sure if that's the actual title of it, but I'll link it down below in the description box so that you can check it out. I would love to start doing more videos of those kinds so that you guys will be able to just see a lot of what Yolanda's Books does that sometimes don't revolve around books, but most of what I do that I share with you guys will revolve around books because I love books. So let's just jump straight into this video, y'all. One of the books that I want to talk about that I enjoyed reading in the year of 2024 was Yellow Wife by Sonequa Johnson. I want to say that is her name. This is a historical fiction book and I loved it. I want to say on Goodreads, I gave this book a 5-star. Y'all can go look on my Goodreads at Reading with Yolanda's Books and check it out. See if I actually gave these books the ratings that I say I was going to give them. I don't quite actually remember. I'm going to have to come up with like a better grading system that I can actually remember what I rated the books that I did rate. But this is the second book that I read by this author. The first book was The House of Eve. I enjoyed that book as well. But this one is just about I'm going to just read the back of it. It says, born on a plantation in Charlotte City, Virginia, Phoebe Dolores Brown has lived a sheltered life, shielded by her mother's potions as the estate's medicine woman and cherished by the master's sister. She is set apart from the others on the plantation, belonging to neither world. She'd been promised freedom on her 18th birthday, but instead of the life she imagined with her true love, Essence Henry, Phoebe is forced to leave the only home she have ever known. She unexpectedly finds herself thrust into the bellows of slavery at the infamous Devil's Half Acre, a jail in Richmond, Virginia, where the enslaved are broken, tarnished, and sold every day. There, Phoebe is exposed not just to her jailer's cruelty, but also to her contradictions. To survive, Phoebe will have to outwit him, even if it means making the ultimate sacrifice. This book was deep, y'all. This book basically surrounded around slavery, as it said. Phoebe was, I want to say, actually like very much more valuable to the plantation that she was raised on than you would actually think. If you read the book, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Her mom, she was an outstanding woman. She made her life there as being the medicine woman of the plantation. She shielded Phoebe to the point of that she will be able to be free when she turns 18 years old, but something unexpectedly happens with her mom. So that is how Phoebe actually becomes out of the plantation bubble, is what I'm gonna say. She went through a lot when she actually became off the plantation, but with her being the person that she was raised, she overcame that, and she actually became what she was expected to become as far as herself and in her mom's eyesight. I really did enjoy this book. Yellow Wife by Sonequa Johnson. Highly recommend that you guys read this book in this year of 2025. The First Ladies by Maria Benedict and Victoria Christopher Murphy. This is also a historical fiction book. This book revolves around Eleanor Roosevelt and Mary Bethune. Their relationship that they created as being a black woman and a white woman was just truly magnificent. They fought all different kinds of things together. They did not let what the world thought or what positions that Eleanor was put in detour their friendship and their partnership. There was a lot of things in this book that Eleanor went through that I did not know about, but Mary Bethune was right there beside her friend, and vice versa with Eleanor being by Miss Bethune. The description in this book, the POV in this book, and the storyline in this book was great, y'all. The power that these two women had was awesome, and they were a force to be reckoned with when they actually combined together and did not let the world break them apart. Truly, truly love this book. The partnership that Eleanor had and Miss Bethune had was outstanding, and I truly feel like if you have not read this book, The First Ladies by Marie Benedict and Victoria Christopher Murphy, pick it up and read it in the year of 2025. You won't regret it. Abby Jimenez book, Just for the Summer. I love this book. I gave this book a 4.5 on Goodreads, I believe. Y'all, this book was so magical. This book was a bubbly read, and this book will make your heart melt. This book was pretty much about a second chance at love, in my opinion, because Emma and Justin, they did not have the best relationship track record, and when they met on social media, they knew that about each other, and they actually wanted to make a deal that they actually start dating, and then they'll break up to see if they can kind of like break this curse that they feel like that they actually had. Because it was like Justin, when he broke up with his last girlfriend, she actually found her true love. So they were thinking that it was like some kind of curse that they had going on or whatever. And if they date each other and break up, then the next person that they date will be their true love. Did not end up that way. And the way it ended was just so beautiful. Emma had a lot of life struggles that she was going through from her childhood up into her adulthood. Justin's life with his family was just right on time. He did have some issues going on with his mom, but I feel like the relationship deal and the issues that each other had going on with their parents is what really brought this book together and made this book such a true love story. So Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez, if we have not read that book, 2025 will be a great start to read that book. A graphic novel for us graphic novels people. I don't know how many graphic novel girlies and guys that I have on my channel. We have 863 people on this channel. So a show of hands on how many of you guys are graphic novel people. Put it down in the comments. Just put a hands up or just say me, whatever, just to let me know that you guys like graphic novels. I feel like graphic novels are great to read because of the illustrations and because of the storyline. But I mean, I feel like it just brings out the kid in a person, because when I was a kid growing up, I used to always want to read the comic section in the newspaper. My mom always made sure she got newspapers because she wanted to keep up with the news, but I always wanted the newspapers because of the comment section in the newspaper. So I have been liking to read these kind of books ever since I was a kid, even though I really did not know it. So I think I gave this book like a 4-star or something like that. It's a graphic novel. It's called Annie of West Philly. And it's just pretty much about Annie and Marcella and Matthew. Annie was a foster teenager, and Matthew and Marcella were foster parents, and they actually foster Annie. The relationship between Marcella and Annie started out a little rocky, but it actually became very meaningful toward the end of the book. Matthew and Annie started out on a very, very good note. Marcella and Matthew, they had some little small disagreements at points about some things about Annie, but very minor. But I really did like the attitude that Annie had, being that she was a foster kid and had been in more than one home. She always made herself seem like she belonged. She made a friend. She just had so much confidence in herself. And y'all, she was smart. She was smart. And that is, I might say, I don't know for sure because I don't know that many foster kids, but with a foster kid being from home to home, I would think that like they're not that bright in the school system because of them being moved and probably being abused and like all the things, but not Annie. Annie was bright. Annie had a determination. Annie had a mind. Annie was Annie, and she was a great character in this book. So if you like graphic novels, I would suggest you read Annie of West Philly. And if you don't like graphic novels, try to check Annie and the West Phillies out and see if you guys like it. I actually found this book in the kids section. I looked in the adult section for graphic novels and Books A Million, could not find it there, so I asked about the book, and she said that this book was actually in the kids section, and it was in the kids section, y'all. So if y'all are looking for this book just to try it out, look in the kids section in the bookstore and pick up Annie of West Philly. I hope you enjoy it. The last book that I want to talk about, that is a book that I enjoyed in the year of 2024, was Navisa Allen, Lights Out. This is a dark romance book, guys, and I want to say I gave this like either a 3.5 star or 4-star read. I am not a dark romance girly because I just feel like dark romance books are just too spicy for me. Like, they just do not have a hinge on their spice in a dark romance book. And the reason why I say that is because I read a Penelope Douglas book called Corrupt. No hinge on that book. The first book, Haunting Adeline, no hinge on that book, y'all. And I was like, oh, no. Dark romance books, they're just too much for me. Too spicy. Too spicy. Y'all, Lights Out, Into the Dark series, I loved it. the relationship between Allie and Josh, I want to say, was just out of this world. The deal with the mask, y'all, it was just a good book. I thought that she was gonna be real spooked when the first video came out and she felt like it was actually in her room and things of that nature. And then I just thought it was just so weird of how close he was to her, and she actually did not even know it, y'all. He was the way they described him and everything, I felt like he was just such a handsome guy. And the way he kept tabs on her, the way he treated her, not her even knowing who he is and this, that, and the other, I thought it was just the cutest thing. And with me not knowing actually what he looks like, with her description or the description in the book of Josh, I was like, ooh, like that's a handsome man. But I just felt like all the stuff that they were doing, was just so weird, y'all. Like, she could not even, at some point, she could not even go throughout the day at her job without looking at his social media and just getting all hot and bothered. And I thought it was just so weird that, and like, I was like, how did he have a camera everywhere she went so that he could see her? Like, I mean, come on, dude. I understand that he was very tech savvy. So I guess that in a nutshell kind of like answers my question. But it was just the way he kept up with her, the way it seemed like he took care of her, the way he satisfied her. And then, y'all, it's even down to the cat liking him. I was like, oh, whoa. So, y'all, it turned out to be a very nice book for me. In the very beginning, I was like, you know, I don't want to read about this kinky shit. You know, I was like, no, I'm not even going to go any farther with this book. But I did go farther because I'm just not the type of person that DNFs a book very quickly. So I'm glad I did go farther with this book and actually finish this book, because this was a dark romance book that I will recommend to you guys to read for the year of 2025. So if you have not read this book, please pick it up for the year of 2025 for my dark romance people. And for my people who have never read a dark romance, don't want to read a dark romance, and just hate dark romances, try to read Lights Out by Navista Allen. Maybe it'll change your mind. Maybe it won't. Drop it down in the comments and let me know if it did or did not. And guys, those are the books that I just wanted to share with you guys that I enjoyed for the month of the year of 2024. So much more, y'all, so much more. So look out for shorts and reels and things of that nature of a lot of the books that I did enjoy in the year of 2024. And I will see you guys in the next video. But wait, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, tell a friend, and let's run these numbers up in the year of 2025. All right, from your girl, Yolanda's Books. Bye, guys.